Now, as we look at the typical agent schedule, we see very few of those income-producing activities actually in their schedule. You mentioned earlier that lead generation is by far the most important physical activity we do in this business, and you mentioned that it should be done in the morning.
I would agree.
And why should it be done? We hear this objection all the time. I'm not going to call people in the morning because no one's home. But why is lead generation in the morning so important?
Well, it's so important because if it doesn't happen, and we, in theory, want to try and do it later in the day because, oh, I feel like I'm going to reach more people, what ends up happening, John, is this. Our intention is to do it between 3 and 4 or 3 and 5, and when 3 o'clock comes, you're in the midst of negotiating an agreement, which is a direct income producing activity, but your lead generation activities suffer. So we say to ourselves, well, I'll get to it later. Well, I'll get to it later, and later comes, and now it's 6 or 7 o'clock, and guess what? The 2 hours that you were supposed to commit to building your business today are gone. So if we erase it for whatever reason, we always say then you need to replace it. Well, if we erase it in the morning, we need to replace it in the afternoon, but more importantly, we have to replace it and make sure it's a non-negotiable activity like it would be in the morning. So from the perspective of this, where a lot of people say to us, well, I can't do it between 8 and 10, I don't reach a lot of people, I'm leaving a lot of messages, I say, well, the key thing is that if you're going to do it in the afternoon, which I don't encourage and you don't encourage, is then how are you going to protect that time? So if it does get interrupted, when does it happen? And the key thing is it's not happening, and that's the challenge that most realtors are facing. And so they wonder why, well, I didn't get it done today, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and then there's another distraction. So that's why their income levels go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, because they do lead generate, and for 3 or 4 weeks they stop.
Right.